What's going on, YouTube? Coming at you with another video. Don't mind the background. I'm in my living room. I'm not in my studio doing this video, but I thought I'd bring it to you. I'm gonna do a FX3 blade replacement on the new FX3 trimmer. I got a lot of love off the last video, so you know, why not make a video of me replacing the blade? You know what I mean? It's just something simple, something quick, and then we'll do a little bit comparison to just the regular FX blade that comes on your FX trimmer. But let's run to the video now. All right, guys, we're rocking and rolling here. So as you see, I have the FX3 blade, brand new out the box, which is kind of crazy to think about just because, you know, they don't even have the DLC blades released yet. So we're just gonna open this thing up. It's looking pretty good. We're gonna check the adjustment on this. Man, these things come super, super close. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video, but they come super close. And I mean, a lot of people will know, coming out the box, I don't know if you wanna cut anybody yet until you move that blade and check your adjustments so you don't scar any of your clients up. But we're gonna open up the FX trimmer blade, and this is just a fine tooth blade, not the deep tooth one. I had it laying around, so I just kind of thought I'd bring it out. But as you can see, the two have different bracketing on it, and I don't know if you can see this, but the blades are actually two different sizes. They don't seem to be. Yeah, the blades are definitely not the same size, which in case that's pretty good. You're gonna get more coverage of an area. So I like it. I love it. Same gold standard. I'm over here dropping stuff. This does not come with screws, so you have to reuse the screws that come on the one that you're using. We're gonna go ahead and, I mean, there's one or two things you can do. If I was going to use my block here from Murano, you know, shout out Murano, you know, if I was going to use my block from Murano, then I would take the blade completely off. But in this case, we're just going to take the little screwdriver or Allen head key that comes with the FX trimmer. They're the same screws that are on this blade. And you'll come here and you'll unloosen this up, and then shoot your adjustment. So what I'm gonna do, just to show you guys even how to use this Murano tool, since I already have the blade off of it, which I didn't even think about doing the video. So, but yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna unscrew this now, and it's a little tight. Yeah, my hands are very slippery and I cannot get it. Okay, we snap that. Okay, this one comes with like from the Flash FX. So it has a little bit more grip to it. They all seem to use the same type of screws. We'll go ahead and we'll put this in here. Slide that back. Put that back in. In this case, I'm gonna use a business card, but you can use like no paper, things like that, things of that nature, if you want to kind of get the adjustment that you feel fits you the best. I'm gonna slide this blade up, try to get it nice and even. And I'm just showing you for this purpose only. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on the actual clipper And I may have to do some readjusting from there, but it's all preference at the end of the day and what you do and how you adjust it. This adjustment's pretty far away just because using a business card is a little bit tougher, but we're gonna go ahead and swap the blade out. Like I said, we're gonna put on the new blade and then we'll readjust from there. Over here's flinging stuff. Drop that out. Slide the new blade on. The new screws in. Should be fairly quick. Doesn't take that long. These screws kind of set in before you can actually screw them in. Works out perfect. Get them nice and tight. Don't overdo it. You don't want to strip nothing out, especially on these plastic case trimmers. What we're going to do. I want mine just a tad bit sharper, so I'm going to unloosen it again on the trimmer. A lot of times what you can do is you can kind of put your base down on something that's flat and then bring that angle back. And it should give you just enough. And on this one, you probably want to bring the angle back a little bit more just because of that extra 30 degrees that they give you. And I'll like double check with my finger here. And when you press against it, because it's soft, it kind of moves that blade back just a little bit, enough that it's not going to bite you. And then we're going to just tighten these up one at a time, very slowly, so that blade does not move on you again. And this blade actually sits pretty snug on here, which I really like. It's got a lot of good tension on it, so it's really not going to move as you go ahead and you tighten these up. Just go back and forth one at a time. And I usually test on my skin. And typically I'll test on my forehead, and I'll test on the back of the neck. And they are pretty sharp, but I'll go back in and I'm gonna adjust it one more time. But I don't have to show you guys. Yeah, guys, you're going just to your preference, and there you have it. It's not rocket science. Anybody can do it. Just make sure that you test your clippers before you put them on your client, just so you don't end up biting your client or making them red or irritating their skin. Just always make sure you test on yourself before you put it on somebody else. And that's it for the video. If you haven't already, please like this video. Help me, get this out to more people. And help with the algorithm. That's what you do when you like the video. Help with the algorithm. So just make sure you subscribe, like the video, hit that notification bell if you want to get more updates on my videos that I drop. I'm going to try to keep up with it. I've been doing pretty good for the last month, but it's so hard to say. I got a lot of big things in the works, and I might get back to some vlogging on something that I want to do that's going to be major. So catch you guys on the next one.